Hi, today I made this beautiful Italian cornbread, Mayette style. Let me show you how I did it. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna put in some jalapenos, some sun-dried tomatoes, some cheese, buttermilk, a couple of eggs, the cornmeal, and flour. First thing we're going to do is get the jalapenos chopped so we can put them in the oil. I've got 1/4 cup of oil in the skillet, and we're going to put our jalapenos in the oil on a low heat so that it can be marinating in the oil to give that oil that jalapeno flavor. Now I have taken the seeds out of the jalapenos because I don't really want hot cornbread, but if you like hot cornbread you can let the seeds stay in, but I take the seeds out so we just get that jalapeno flavor. So we're going to get these all chopped up and we're going to put them in the oil so they can start with a little marination there to get that oil flavored. Okay, so we're going to get our sun-dried tomatoes chopped up. I'm going to take out about 8 or 9 pieces, which after they're chopped up is about 1/3 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. The sun-dried tomatoes will give the cornbread that authentic Italian taste. Sun-dried tomatoes are tomatoes dried, just like it says. But when you dry the tomato, it gives it a different taste than fresh tomatoes. And Italians, in their cooking, they use a lot of dried tomatoes in their dishes. That's what gives it that special taste. Okay, so we got that all chopped up. Now what we want to do is start putting our cornbread together. We're going to put in a cup of self-rising cornmeal. I'm using self-rising because it already has the salt and baking powder and all that stuff in it. I'm going to put in a cup of flour. And we're going to mix that up. A couple of eggs. Put that in. We're going to add a cup of buttermilk. Now in the original Italian recipe, they use just plain milk, whole milk. But I like to use buttermilk because buttermilk helps the cornmeal to rise. And next we're going to put in our cheese. This is about 1 cup of grated jalapeno cheese. It's like that pepper jack cheese that you get and you just grate it up. The Italians usually use cheddar cheese, but I'm putting in the jalapeno cheese just to give it that extra spiciness. Okay, now we're going to throw in our sun-dried tomatoes. And now we're going to pour in our oil that we have the jalapenos marinating in on the stove top. Let's get that in. Okay, and just stir that in. Get it all mixed up. After we get that mixed up, all we have to do is just pour it into our baking pan. I've got a baking pan here that I'll put some melted butter in the bottom. I'm just going to pour my cornbread in there. Okay, just spread that around. Get it into the corners of the pan. Or you could use a skillet or any shaped pan, really. If you want to use a loaf pan, that's okay. Now we're just going to put our cornbread into a 400-degree oven. And we're going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, our timer went off. I think the cornbread's done. Let's take a look. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, look at that pretty cornbread. Ah, let's get a piece of that. There we go. Look at all those colors. That red sun-dried tomato, the green jalapenos. And it smells like pepper jack cheese. Let's take a taste of that. Oh, that is so good. And there you have it. Italian cornbread made Mayette style.